I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can we get a roll call, please?
Sylvia Grant. Mike Brickner.
Here.
Present.
Rick Sims.
Present.
I thought, wow, jumping the gun.
One of us has been insulted, but
Maybe. Andy's here.
Here, I'm sorry, I didn't hear your name.
Here.
Jeremy Reeves.
I'm here.
7-3.
All right.
How could we mess up the?
First reading. I can see this is going to be, this gavel's ready.
The following appropriations come before you tonight for consideration. General fund overtime, 10,000. County correction, 2122.
Run this.
5,000.
I don't want to get,
Exposure fund,
want to be on the. Oh, wait. You be you.
Park operating, 1179. Under equipment, stormwater fund, 1182. These payments, $52,293.64. Contractual services, 300,000. Opioid settlement fund, 1237. Hourly, 50,000. Contractual services, 10,000. Porter County Expo, fund 4005. Under groceries, 50,000. Other supplies, 5,000. Event expenses, 8,000. Sheriff donation fund, 4108. Meeting and lodging, 2,000. Asanta settlement fund, 4804. Contractual services, 1,005,374. Cable franchise fund, 4906. Gas fuel lubrication, 180,000. Power, 180,000. Cop Tech grant, 18 fund 8167. Data processing equipment, 53,100. ARPA, fund 8908. FICA, $3,359.55. Per $14,070.39. First reading.
Thank you. All right, commissioners, we're going to go and we're going to go fast. We got another meeting.
Understood.
So have your answers ready. Cable franchise, an additional $180,000 to gas, fuel, and lubrication, $180,000 to power. Reason appropriation needed to make it through the end of the year.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion, second, discussion. Seeing none, roll call.
Jeremy Reeves.
Yes.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Sims.
yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Mike Brickner.
Yes.
Sylvia Grant.
Yes.
7-0.
Thank you very much.
I'm here for Mr. Elwood also.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Much better looking than he is.
I appreciate that. I'll let him know.
Public Defender Supplemental Fund, a transfer $15,542 from, well, it says 31,300 to Legal Services. Transfer needed because Legal Service Fund is running low.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion, second. Discussion. Is this because you need more money to beat the prosecutor? Is that what's going on? Or?
No, we've had, it's a chain event, and there's been more jury trials, and more jury trials result in more appeals, and this is very much appeal-related.
Seems to be the, yeah. Further discussion, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Highway Superintendent, Local Roads and Streets, LRS Fund, transfer $5,000 from salt to road signs. Reason appropriation needed due to increased costs of signs and posts.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion, a couple seconds, discussion.
Is this gonna leave you short for salt, or we're
No, our domes are full right now.
Okay.
We're busting, we're ready.
And it's not supposed to snow not this winter.
All in favor of the transfer signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oh, same sign. Treasurer, Michelle.
Thank you.
Hey,
$200 from other supplies to office equipment over $100. $200 from travel to office equipment over $100. $150 from maintenance agreements to office equipment over $100. $1,898.52 from contractual services to office equipment over $100. Reason transfer needed to purchase an office shredder.
Move to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second. Discussion.
How much is this shredder?
I started pricing them. I don't have specific, but they're around 2,000.
Oh, wow.
oh,
Yeah, they're expensive.
Thank you.
Further discussion. Nobody's under investigation, right? All in favor of the
Let it be a fireplace.
transfer signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. You know, just the whole shredding thing. All right. We good? We're good. All right. So, assessor, sales disclosure fund, an additional $33,133 to contractual services. Reason appropriation needed to pay for support and maintenance for Xsoft Gamma system.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, couple seconds, discussion.
What is an XSaw?
Yeah.
Soft Camma. Or is it-
Xsoft is our software program, and CAMA is computer-assisted mass appraisal. So that's our software that does the mass appraisal system. And we do this every year. This is money that comes into this fund on a yearly basis, and it just has to be appropriated.
Okay.
I'm,
Includes all the commercial, all properties, commercial and residential?
It does.
Yeah.
It does all our mass appraisal, and it's a portion of the bill that's paid from the sales.
Okay, okay.
is there a reason we don't budget for it and we do it additionally, or?
This money comes into the fund all year long, and then
So you don't know how much you're gonna use?
we don't know how much it is. So toward the end of the year, and once the bill comes in, we appropriate what we have.
Thank you.
or what we need at that point.
Like,
Further? Roll call, please.
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
yes.
Mike Richter.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Andy Baskin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Porter County Expo Center, there's an additional from the Expo Center Fund of $15,000 to food and groceries. Reason appropriation needed for the increase in price to be able to supply products. Want to do one at a time? I don't, with the additional? There's an additional for food and groceries.
I'll make a second.
Motion second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Mike Richter.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Andy Basquez.
Yes.
Yes.
Additional $5,000 to other supplies. Reason appropriation need to get to the end of the year.
Motion approved.
It's a motion. Second. Discussion.
Just out of curiosity, what supplies?
A lot of it's for events. Some of it's for the tractor that broke down.
Oh, okay.
So it's a miscellaneous.
It's a miscellaneous item. Yeah, tractors are expensive.
The Batwing tractor, the big,
Yeah,
the Kubota, it's got a big Batwing on it.
right, to
and
get the
I
grass.
think it was I don't remember the term. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't.
PTO shaft, maybe?
It was a shaft, drive shaft.
There's a yeah, okay, PTO drive shaft, okay.
Does the highway department fix your stuff?
Pardon me?
When your stuff breaks, who fixes?
The Chevy, just the truck.
It's under warranty then?
The Chevy is a 2004.
Okay, so these parts are for a tractor though, you said, right?
Yeah, we own the tractor,
But-
but we get the parts from Riggs, and what we can't fix on site, it goes to either Riggs or Heinel.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if our highway department, because that'd be part of our, I mean, the same equipment as our highway department, right?
For the tractor?
Tractor? Do we-
Yeah, but then you're looking at using MVH flux to fix non-highway items.
Oh, okay. I had to ask. I was just curious. Okay.
No.
All right, thanks, Jim. Okay.
Seeing no further discussion, roll call.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Mike Richter.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Andy Basquez.
Yes.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes. Motion carries. Another additional, the third one, $8,000 to event expenses. Reason appropriation needed for garage sale and New Year's Eve.
Move to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Second. Discussion.
Is this one of those garage sales where that whole bunch of people rent booths everywhere?
Yeah, it's next weekend. You should come. Do you need a booth?
No.
Roll call.
Oh, quite a bit.
You're gonna get gavelled.
Red Stone. Andy Basquez.
Yes.
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Mike Richter.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries. Development and Stormwater Management.
Thanks, Lori.
Cumulative Bridge Fund, transfer. $4,500 from salaries to hourly. Reason, transfer needed for a half stipend for 2023, half stipend for 2024. We are splitting the duties up from the former director with 6 employees, with the funds to be split up from 3 separate funds. So with that, transfer is a Form 144, the highway engineer, $2,500, half stipend 2023, project manager, $1,000, half stipend 2023, executive assistant, $1,000, half stipend 2023. You Guys want me to keep going with the transfers in the second 144? You want to do this right now, Ryan?
They're kind of all together.
Can I-
What do you guys want? Auditor.
Well,
144 is separate, you can do the transfers together.
all right, so let's go to the next transfer. Plan Commission Fund, transfer $2,000 from salaries to hourly. It's going to be the same thing. The reason transfer needed for half stipend for 2023. Half stipend for 2023, half stipend for 2024. We are splitting the duties up from the former director with 6 employees, with the funds to be split up from 3 separate funds, and that 144 will be Planner 1, $2,000 half stipend. You guys want me to go down to the other transfer out of the stormwater fund? It's the same thing. It's the $4,000 from salaries to hourly. The same reason, and the Form 144 that will accompany it later would be the county engineer / interim director, $3,000 half stipend 2023, executive director to county engineer assistant director, $2,000 to half stipend 2023. So there's 1, 2, 3 transfers there. Do you want to quickly explain what's going on?
Happy to.
Quickly.
Yep. So these transfers are necessary to provide money for stipends for those staff that are absorbing additional duties that were vacated when Bob Thompson left his role as director at the department. So we're asking quite a bit more of a number of employees. This is recognition through the interim period, which ends in March of next year, payment for the additional tasks and responsibilities that they're taking on.
And I would just add that Mr. Thompson's position will not be filled until
Correct.
the end of the interim period. So there will be no additional employee while these employees are doing more of the load.
Good.
And then once that position's filled, those duties will come off those employees?
Correct.
And go back to the,
We may have some, it may be as easy as that, or a minor reorganization, whatever it is, we bring it back in that March timeframe to that's why we're doing these stipends.
As a
It's
stipend.
not a complete salary change.
and how are they gonna be paid out? One time, just lump sum, or?
Half, it really ends up being about 3 months in both years. So half in 23, half in 24 as one-time stipend payment. So we're not actually changing their base pay.
And them taking on these additional duties, are they gonna be working more hours, or are they still working the same amount of hours? Just taking on more duties?
It was significant. Mr. Thompson's duties spread out over these 6 people was substantial enough that the commissioners, of their own accord, believed that additional funds to be able to make this work.
Why isn't he getting replaced till March? Is it because of time or severance pay? Is he-
So
What-
right now, the plan is that Mr. Novotny is the interim director. It's giving him the opportunity to decide if this is the fit he's looking for. The reason why we're not replacing any employees is that if in fact this wasn't something that turned into the full position after March, we still have our positions available, and we'd go looking for the director that Mr. Thompson vacated. If not, then Mr. Novotny would become the director, and then we would, instead of looking for a director, we would be looking for a planner at that point in time.
I didn't hear the answer to Councilman Bozak's question. Are these people working more hours?
Correct.
So are they going to be getting paid overtime plus the stipend?
No, there's no overtime in this department. They're all
Salary?
salaried employees. So this would be one-time stipends for the 2-3 month periods.
And I'm just curious, and I don't mean this to sound rude, but if you were interim director, why aren't you taking on all the duties now? Is it because you're still doing the planner position job?
It's because we're still missing one person. So when Mr. Thompson vacated, there's certain duties that he was doing, trails, managing, the overall management of the bridge fund, the NERC meetings, things like that, that there's not a body to do.
Right, can't be at 2 places at once then.
Plan commission.
Can't be at 2 places at once.
Correct.
So he still has his job duties, is why he couldn't take on?
Correct.
That's okay.
And so, I mean, if this was a fully completed plan, Mr. Novotny became the department head, then we would need to do some things on the engineering side. But as it stands, he's still the county engineer with those duties, and he's the interim director.
Mr. Novotny, are you going to be doing the plan commission?
I will be in regular attendance and representing the department at Plan Commission. There is a action item on the Plan Commission's agenda tomorrow night to appoint Executive Director Pro Tem, and we've nominated Kelly Cadwell for that position. So she'll handle sort of the agenda prep and presentation of cases at those plan commission meetings. But I'll be at all those meetings and representing the department in this role.
Okay, thank you.
All right, well, hopefully,
Let me just add,
yeah, go ahead.
we're anticipating, so the stipend, we're gonna be paying the stipend before anybody's done any extra work, really.
Well,
We're
We're
doing,
anticipating.
we're already doing.
We're gonna take on more responsibility on top of the raises that we're looking to hopefully approve tonight. So really, they haven't done anything extra yet, but you're asking for a stipend because of what you think they might be doing extra.
Well, I'll just speak to, for example, we have almost $13 million worth of bridge projects in the planning and design phases right now. Bob was actively managing all of those projects. So when he left at the end of September, we immediately had to pick up management of those projects. So we've already had quarterly meeting to attend with NERC. We've had quarterly reports to prepare for NDOT. We've had contracts to prepare and present for approval at the commissioners' meeting. So that additional work is already going on right now. What the plan for the interim period is, if I do assume that director role, this 6-month period, plus or minus, gives us time to figure out what our needs really would be in terms of a technical position, because we're down a person. We believe that need would be a planner type to fill that planning and zoning expertise, but we're not exactly sure. So this gives us time to figure out what the right hire would be to fill that one position that we're now down.
So your answer, I think, is you've all assumed the extra roles for about a month now.
We've all assumed the additional work for about a month now. I mean, that work didn't stop
Right.
when Bob left. We had to pick it up and immediately start carrying the water with those responsibilities.
All right, any further discussion?
And I assume the commissioners are recommending this, correct?
Commissioners actually approved it on their agenda last night.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
And I'm glad you've assumed that role, and hopefully
Yes.
you don't overwork yourself again, and hopefully you stick around and your employees like you.
I hope that. I hope that, all of those things too.
So, but all right,
You need a motion?
yes,
I'd like to make a motion to accept the stipends.
the 3 transfers is what
Transfers for stipends.
these would be the 3 transfers that I read off. So the motion for the 3 transfers.
Yes.
Second.
Further discussion on these 3 transfers. Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And then we'll go into the 144 that would go with the first transfer, and that's the highway engineer stipend, the project manager stipend, and the executive assistant.
Motion to approve?
Motion,
Second.
second, discussion, roll call on that 144.
Rivas.
Yes.
Stone.
Yes.
Vasquez.
Yes.
Sims.
Yes.
Bozick.
Aye.
Brickner.
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
7-0.
All right, next,
Throw them off.
Form 144, Planner 1, be the $2,000 half stipend 2023.
I'll move to approve.
Motion,
Second.
second, discussion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Same sign, motion carries. The last Form 144 with the last transfer, county engineer, interim director, the 2023 stipend and executive assistant
Move to approve.
to county engineer, assistant director, 2,000. Motion,
Second.
second, discussion, roll call.
Redstone.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Sims.
Yes.
Andy Bozick.
Yes.
Mike Brickner.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes. All right, stormwater, go back in the middle here. Stormwater fund, there's an additional $52,293.64 to lease payments. Appropriation need to cover first lease payment of new Vector truck.
Yes.
Motion,
Do you want to, well, we'll.
Second.
second, discussion. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so what happened here is we purchased a new Vector truck. The payment for the old Vector truck came out in January. The payment for this new Vector truck came out about a month ago, so we didn't anticipate having 2 payments coming out this year. Need for the additional.
So the following year, it'll just come out as normal, the 52 is already.
Correct.
Yes, correct.
What's a Vector truck anyway?
Yeah, so it's a basically we use it for hydro excavation. So it's kind of like a giant vacuum with a water hose. So you're able to, it's very low impact excavation. And we
I watch YouTube videos on that.
okay, perfect. And you can
Like
also use it.
mining
to clean-
operations.
Clean culverts, clean storm sewers, clean storm sewer inlets and catch basins.
You can go through the roots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Further discussion? Roll call on that additional, please.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Mike Brickner.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Brent Stone.
Yes.
Staying with the stormwater fund, there's another additional $300,000 contractual services, reason appropriation needed to cover anticipated end of the year projects and potential emergency repairs.
A motion to approve.
Motion,
Second with,
couple seconds, discussion.
Yeah, can you explain that?
what if you don't have these,
Emergencies.
So yeah, the funds will just revert back into our cash balance if this additional appropriation is not needed or not utilized.
stormwater more or less, right?
It would be our stormwater cash fund, yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
I just have a question. Ms. Whitten, I know I asked the commissioners about Carriage Hills. Would this have any, you said potential emergency repair? No. Are we gonna have enough money to proceed with Carriage Hills? I know we've been working on it. You guys have been working on it hard, but it kind of scared me when I got the answer to that, when it said, well, it's a little bit more to the project. We might need some more funding, so I'm just hoping that,
Is that the one where the car sank?
yeah, with the car sink.
It is.
And, yeah.
Yeah, so we have final construction plans for that project that we are awaiting the final cost estimate and quantities from our consultant. And that will be released for bid end of this month, beginning of November, for construction to begin next year as soon as site conditions and weather allows. We do have that additional or enough funds for that project is dependent on that final cost estimate from our consultant.
But to your question, we believe that we valued engineered that project down to a price that we have money for.
Great.
Yep.
Thank you.
We are waiting on the final engineer's estimate.
We're getting a little bit more expensive than we anticipated.
Yeah, and right, and the reality was we estimated that at the end of 2021.
Right, correct.
And just the price of everything has changed since then. So I think we've got, again, I think we've got it to where we're going to be able to get it done for the money we've got available.
Is this just so new sinkholes don't develop? Like all that problem was handled, right? And we're just stopping it from occurring?
Well, that problem has a Band-Aid on it.
Oh, okay.
How long that Band-Aid lasts is anybody's guess. So the project has been our highest priority to move through. That's what, when I went on leave last year, the department hired a consultant to help get the plans done, get it to construction as soon as we can. And so we're almost to that point.
Okay.
So that hopefully we're not just hoping the Band-Aid holds
And then
much longer.
It's hard with the patching of the asphalt, I'd imagine, right? How you're gonna,
The project is a complete reconstruction of
what you thought.
all the infrastructure in the subdivision.
Oh my.
The roads and the storm sewer, because the only place to put the new storm sewer is under the paved section of the road. And the road is in poor condition as it is, so it didn't make any sense to try to save any of the pavement. It's just over 20 years.
Okay.
So that's the disappointing thing for us and should be for you guys and anyone involved in managing our infrastructure, is we should be getting 50, if not 75 years out of our infrastructure when it goes in the ground. And so to have to rebuild this completely after a little more than 20 years is quite disappointing.
I'm sure the homeowners thought it was disappointing too when they saw the car. In the
Well, yeah, we're a little more than disappointed in that, yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yep.
fielded a lot of phone calls on
Yep.
that. So.
Can we get a roll call on the additional $300,000 to contractual services?
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Mike Brickner.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Brent Stone.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
7-0.
The Monsanto Settlement Fund, that's you, right? An additional $1,005,374 in contractual services appropriation needed for settlement funds from class action lawsuit to be used for restoration, restitution, and/or remediation of property, stormwater, and/or stormwater systems.
Mr. President, I make a motion.
Second.
Motion, second, discussion.
What is this? 'Cause-
These are settlement funds from a class action lawsuit involving the former Monsanto company for their role in the manufacture, distribution, et cetera, of PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls. We have several water bodies in Porter County, including Lake Michigan, Little Calumet River, Crooked Creek, Flint and Long Lakes. There might be one that I'm leaving off that have impairments due to PCBs. So the purpose of these funds is to restore, remediate, address stormwater issues in those watersheds that are affected by PCB contamination. So this is just to put that $1 million in this fund, which has already been created, and we'll use it for those purposes.
I mean, you're not gonna spend the million, but we'd have to reallocate it next year again out of this back into it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, if they don't.
Yeah. So, it's all right. We like seeing you, I think. Further discussion? Roll call.
Have put the money somewhere.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Mike Richter.
Yes.
7-0. We still
Thank you.
Thank you.
Form 144s as well for planner.
I thought we did.
We hit them.
There was
Okay.
3 we did, yeah.
We did them all. Yep.
Have a good night.
Yeah, we did 3. Should have done 3 motions.
It's a 3-for-1.
Yes, we did.
So, Sheriff, General Fund, additional $10,000 to overtime appropriation, to cover the cost of overtime for short shifts.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, discussion. Roll call.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Mike Rickner.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Red Sims.
Yes.
7-0.
$7,000 from salaries to overtime, reason transfer needed to cover costs of overtime for short shifts.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion, couple seconds, discussion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Same sign, motions carry. Sheriff donation fund, additional $2,000 to meals and lodging, reason appropriation needed to cover the cost of meals for community outreach through our wellness teams.
A motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, couple seconds, discussion.
What is that? It sounds cool, that's what I want.
Social worker have been having programs, and that's supply meals.
Wonderful.
Further discussion. Roll call.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Mike Rickner.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Motion carries. Cops Technology and Equipment Grant Fund, additional $53,000.
Move to approve.
Processing appropriation. Motion second on the floor. Discussion. Seeing none. Roll call.
Mike Rickner.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Motion carries. General Fund transfer $15,000 from salaries to overtime. Reason transfer needed to cover the cost of time for short shifts.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion second. Discussion. Seeing none. All in favor of the transfer signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Same sign, motion carries. County Corrections Fund, additional $25,000 to household and bedding supplies appropriation needed to cover the cost of mattresses and blankets due to our increased population.
A lot of blankets and mattresses.
Yes. Soap. Toothpaste. Soap and razors. What's that? Did you say soap and razors? Soap, toothpaste, bedding. No.
Oh, it's more than just.
It's more. Yeah.
Move to approve.
Yeah. Second.
Motion, a couple seconds, further discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Mike Rickner.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Aye.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Jeremy.
No. You're gonna get one from me tonight.
Thanks. Thanks, Chairman.
Federal Prisoner Department of Corrections, General Fund, had to get out of the way on that one. Transfer $10,000 from medical and hospital services, uniform and clothing. Reason to cover the cost of uniforms for new employees.
I make a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second, discussion. All in favor of the transfer signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We're good, we'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks, everyone.
Parks and Recreation, Parks General Fund, transfer $805.14 from hourly to salaries. Reason, transfer needed to cover payroll costs at end of the year. There's another transfer if you want me to keep going. $2,500 from building and structures to disposal. $2,000 from building and structures to water and sewage. Reason, transfer needed to cover utility expenses to the end of the year.
Motion to approve both.
Motion.
Second.
Couple 3 seconds on the transfers, general fund. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor of both transfers signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Same sign, motion carries. Park operating fund, additional $20,000 to other equipment, reason appropriation of grant reimbursement payment.
Yeah, so that is we received a grant from Lake Michigan program for supplies and personnel-related expenses over the summer. We've received that payment. It's in our operating cash balance now, so we're appropriating it so we can use it.
I make a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second. Further discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Brett Sims.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Mike Brickner.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes. Motion carries. Memorial Opera House. Managed fund transfers $15,000 to advertising, from advertising to hourly, $6,000 from software rental fees to hourly, $15,000 from contractual services to hourly. Reason, transfer needed to continue paying hourly staff through the end of the year.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion and a second. I'm not sure who's sitting in front of us, though.
Hi, I'm Megan Stoner. I'm the new executive director of the Memorial Opera House. It's nice to meet all of you.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
Megan, nice to meet you. We'll go easy on you tonight. So, how's everything going?
It's going great. I'm really loving this job. We lost half power Sunday, but still put on a play. You can't ask for anything more than that, right?
You lost half power, only half the building?
Yeah. NIPS, a fuse blew that NIPSCO had to come out and replace, and it was only for half of the building.
So
Um,
percent on that.
The show did go on, yes.
Go on.
So I guess they only broke half a leg then.
All right. All in favor of the transfers signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Well, welcome aboard. Good luck. And if you need anything, call Greg.
Absolutely will do. Thank you.
So, tourism.
Thanks, Megan.
Thank you.
Indiana Dunes Tourism Fund, additional
You guys made it tonight.
$162,207 to supplies, shop supplies. Reason, appropriation needed to begin the procurement process to set up gift shop.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, a couple seconds. Discussion.
I have a question.
What if,
No, go
go
ahead.
ahead, Andy.
I'm sorry.
What if the shop, how's your feeling of getting this approved with
Well,
shops?
we're working on it, but we're just creating a line item because without the line item, we can't, if we do move forward, we can't function. We have to have a line item for the inventory. We're not gonna go out and load up on inventory until we get approved.
You guys currently have someone in there, right? And
We don't. The Eastern National is a third party through the National Park Service
so that's a partnership with the Park Service that's in there.
on the federal level, from Washington D.C. Yeah,
But they're not an actual part of the government. They're a partner with it.
they are not for profit. That is correct.
So have you guys started that conversation with them?
The conversation's well underway.
And how soon do you guys foresee this, if this is approved, happening?
Well, if they vacate, they're to vacate by,
We gave them till the end of January to vacate. That means we need to start purchasing items
Before
now.
next season?
Yeah.
but we want to make sure they vacate before we purchase items.
Is there a chance they won't?
Absolutely. Because we're negotiating a lease with the national park, and the national park makes a significant amount of income off of this gift shop. In fact, all of it. So they're going to, in the course of negotiations, they're going to use this as a bargain. So we're and we need the national park there for various reasons.
Do you see them as possibly wanting to get in on this local deal?
So what we're trying to do is, it's more of a regional office issue than a local issue, because the money that we would be doing is earmarking it for keeping maintaining the exhibits within the visitor center. So it benefits the local national park for us to be in the retail business, because we then are contributing the money specifically for the visitor center, which they're a part of.
But they're not the shot callers.
But they're not the shot call. He is correct. So we are not.
That's the issue. And our attorney is currently in negotiation.
So we have a regional office that our national park reports to, and then we have the leasing office for the National Park Service, which is a completely different office, which is out of Colorado. And the regional office that they report to is out of Nebraska. So it's a little bit dicey.
Can't have too much bureaucracy.
A lot of layers in this.
That's why I say it's complicated negotiation with everybody.
So if you're not able to get them out this money, you'll just put it back and this plan will go.
It'll never
till it's
go in.
Up again.
Right.
How long's their lease till?
Their lease is up.
Oh.
Sounds easy to me.
Well, yeah, except we want to keep the national park in that building. So
sure you
have some negotiating.
Well, I would assume they would want to stay there, correct? I mean, it's,
Well, the local do.
the big guys.
I mean, that's where you get the, the rub. The national, I think they'll stay. I think it's going to be a work in progress for a while.
Further discussion?
Want them to put any more cards on the
Go
table, they
up.
can for negotiating. Goes close to his chest.
Yeah.
Roll call on the first additional.
Mike Brickner,
Yes.
Sylvia Graham,
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Yes.
$300 to building liability comp coverage. Reason appropriation needed because of
Motion to approve?
insurance costs. Motion second discussion. Roll call, please.
Sims.
Yes.
Bozick.
Yep.
Brickner.
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
Rivas.
Yes.
Stone.
Yes.
Vasquez.
$1,500 workman's compensation appropriation needed because of the increase of insurance.
Move to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Second, couple seconds. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Sims.
Yes.
Bozick.
Yes.
Brickner.
Yes.
Graham.
Yes.
Rivas.
Yes.
Stone.
Yes.
Vasquez.
One last
Yes.
additional $25,500 to maintenance agreements appropriation needed to cover the increased costs from vendors.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion.
What does that mean? What increased cost from what vendor?
Oh, yeah, so we've got a list.
You don't have to read them all. It was just like a basic.
Janitorial's gone up, doors, we're having issues with doors, software. No, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong one, sorry.
Oh, they're not vendors that are in your facility.
No, these are like mowing,
vendors that-
landscaping,
no,
janitorial,
I thought they were people inside your facility. Okay.
HVAC maintenance and all that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because vendors,
Is there a second on the floor?
I know, it's a select from them.
Yes.
Is there a second? Motion and a second. Further discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Mike Brickner.
Yeah.
Andy Bozick.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
yes.
Yes.
7-0.
Motion carried.
Thank you, guys.
All right, auditor.
Hi, Harold.
Looks like there's some ARP COVID Fiscal Recovery Fund, an additional $3,359.55. FICA, $14,070.39. PERF, reason appropriation needed to cover balance in account to bring it to zero.
So these just weren't accounted for at the beginning of the year. So some salaries were paid out of the ARPA, and so these are just the FICA and medical that went with it, and just bringing the appropriation up to meet what was expended.
Make a motion, Mr. President?
Second.
Motion and a second. Just, what salaries?
Recovery.
That
Yeah, the ARPA money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the stipends out of that.
correct, and
Yeah.
and this is
Okay, so this is just, looks like there's money left over in this.
yep.
We gotta pay the FICA and PERF out of there, Sylvia. This was
All
the
got it.
ARPA, yep, that we approved. So, motion second, further discussion. Roll call on the additional, please.
Red Stone.
Yes.
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
Mike Brickner.
Yes.
Andy Bozick.
Yes.
Greg Sims.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
7-0.
Second,
Go in front of the commissioner because it's an ARPA related thing. Does that, they also?
it was already approved.
It was.
Yeah, that would've been stuff last year. This is just cleaning up. So, second reading, please. The purposes were already approved.
Understood. Yeah.
The following additionals have been passed tonight. General fund, overtime, 10,000. County correction fund, household and bedding, 25,000. Sales closure fund, contractual services, 33,131. Park operating fund, other equipment,
What is that?
20,000.
He didn't give us.
Stormwater fund, lease payments, $52,293.64.
That's what I'm saying.
Contractual service, 300,000. Opioid settlement fund, hourly, 8,000. Contractual services, 10,000. Porter County Expo, food and grocery, 15,000. Other supplies, 5,000. Event expenses, 8,000. Sheriff donation, meals and lodging, 2,000. Monsanto Settlement Fund, contractual service, $1,005,374. Cable franchise, gas fuel lubrication, $180,000. Power, $180,000. Top Tech grant, data processing equipment, $53,800. ARPA, FICA, $3,359.55. Per $14,070.39. Second reading.
What did I miss? Why did you say, the opioid fund?
Put it on here.
Thank you.
Then, sorry, I retract that one. That was on here.
Good pickup.
All right. So without that, I'll entertain a motion to approve on second reading.
Motion approved.
Second.
I got all the numbers in my head too. I can know if it adds up. No way. Motion and a second. Seeing none, can we get a roll call on second reading?
Jeremy Rivas.
Yes.
Fred Stone.
Yes.
Andy Vasquez.
Yes.
Craig Sin.
Yes.
Andy Bozak.
Yes.
Mike Brickner.
Yes.
Sylvia Graham.
Yes.
7-0.
Attorney's report. Thank you, Harold. Any other matter that may become before the council?
Good by me. There's nothing to report at this stage.
I'll open the floor to general public, as we have been doing. If you want to talk about anything that's on the agenda item related, come up, say your name. Hi. All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Sign.
Aye.
See you in 15.